What's up? Time for another episode of 6 Days. Today it's about being offended. It seems that everybody's offended about every fucking thing these days. As I mentioned last time, Tom Segura, comedian, regardless if you think he's funny or not, seriously getting death threats over jokes? That's fucking ridiculous. If you don't think he's funny, don't watch him. The worst thing to do to a comedian is not respond at all. Silence. Don't go to his shows. Don't watch his TV special. That don't mean I can't watch it or anybody else can't watch it because you, who the fuck decided you were the person to decide anything? I'm offended that people like you are even paying any attention to. That offends me. It's okay to be offended. There are things that offend me that would probably stun some of you. Some of them I've made peace with and gotten over. I used to be offended when I held the door open for people and they didn't say thank you. Didn't even acknowledge I held the door. I always hold the door. It doesn't matter, male, female, I always hold the door. Once I realized that they don't owe me a fucking thank you. That's not why I held the door open. I held the door open because I believe it's the right thing to do. Tom caught shit over a joke about saying retarded. Actually, it wasn't about saying retarded. It's because he said, does he have to use an alternative saying of an extra 21st chromosome? The person that's upset the most about it didn't hear it. Someone told him he said it. He didn't say it in front of this person's daughter. He didn't say it to this person's daughter. He didn't say it to this person. The person wasn't even there, didn't even watch it. You're going to petition to have it removed? Come on, people. Jesus Christ. You should be offended at the way our school systems are. You should be offended by the state of our country. People can say whatever the fuck they want. People can believe whatever they want. The way I see it, as long as you're not harming another person, either physically or mentally, or an animal, say whatever you want. I don't care. When I do get offended, usually the person that offends me don't even know. You can think what you want. Here's an example. I get offended when religious people come up to me and start preaching to me. It's their right to believe what they believe. Just like it's my right to believe what I believe. The country's just gotten fucked up. Everybody's offended by everything. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't say this, you can't say that. Bullshit. That's part of what our freedom is. We're allowed to say whatever the fuck we want. Like with racism, it's always existed, it's always going to exist. I don't agree with it. I think it's fucking stupid. But it's always been around. And for people that are racist, it's their right to be that way. And as long as they're not harming anybody, who gives a shit? I've seen people say, well, you should just go kick someone's ass if they're racist. That, that's your right. What you're doing is solidifying their beliefs. Ignore them. Fuck them. I don't pay attention to people who don't like me. If you don't like me, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to waste time trying to make you like me. Most people that don't like me don't even know me. They've heard some things I've said or have heard things about me, and they decide, fuck him, I don't like him. Okay, don't like me. I'm not going to try to make you like me. Most of the people that I don't like would be surprised if they found out I don't like them because I don't treat them any different. I find it much easier to say, hey, what's up, and go on. Now, most people I don't like, I don't speak to unless they speak to me first. But I'll still hold the door open for them, say please and thank you and have a nice day. There's no reason to be a dick just because you don't like somebody. Some people are offended by my Michael Jackson. Oh, I think I brought this up before. I do a gay joke about my best friend when I was growing up. He's not offended by it. He thinks it's funny. His mom thinks it's funny. Yet there are people that are offended by it, and they tell me it's fucked up. I'm not going to stop doing the joke. The person that it's about is okay with it. I'm not saying anything bad. It's something funny. I never pause and think, well, this might offend somebody. Funny is funny. It's a fucking joke. And it's the shock value of it sometimes. But if you're offended by it, it's okay. You don't have to like everything. But that doesn't mean you have the right to say nobody else can watch it or listen to it or say it. Excuse me. So many people are offended by shit that shouldn't even offend you. You shouldn't even give a shit. I get offended when me and my wife go to a restaurant. If it's a female waitress and she pays more attention to me for whatever fucking reason, that offends me. Not going to do me any good to say anything. If I do say anything, you can wind up spitting your food or whatever the fuck. I find that offensive. I find it offensive when I'm out with someone and they treat help rude, like a waiter or a waitress, your server, whatever. I don't want to offend anybody. Whatever. I find that rude. That person's not beneath you. That's another person that's working and serving you, and you can't even fucking say thank you. I find that offensive. Doesn't do me any good to say anything to whoever it is. It's not going to get anywhere. It's not going to change anything. So I just store that away in a file and remember that about that person, because if they treat this person like that, imagine how they treat you behind your back. You know, if you go to a comedy show or you choose to watch it on TV, you don't have to like everything. And if it offends you, turn it the fuck off. Don't watch it. I mean, these videos aren't getting a whole lot of watches, but I'm doing them for the few people that do watch them because they seem to enjoy them. And being offended, it's not going to kill you. Nobody's ever died from being offended. You don't catch cancer from it. Settle down, Beavis. You don't like it? Don't fucking watch it. You don't like something a comedian says? Don't laugh. Dead silence is the worst thing to do to a comic. If you boo me, I've never been booed, but if you boo me, I don't give a shit. Shows you're still paying attention, and I still got a response. But shit's getting out of control. Instead of taking pride in yourself, having self-worth, and maintaining a standard for yourself, people are trying to make everyone else change to fit into their mold. That's not what freedom is. It's okay to be offended too. I mean, you can not like something and just let it go. I don't mean let it go like you never, next time you see it, it won't offend you. You just have to remember, we all have different senses of humor, different values, different opinions. You know, something that offends me. The other day I made a post about and said something about Jeff Dunham. And I made it clear that I don't find him funny. I thought he was funny when I was younger. And matter of fact, I liked Jeff Dunham back when he only had Peanut, Walter, and Jalapeno on a Stick. That was a long fucking time ago. I don't find him funny anymore. That's my right. That doesn't mean he's not funny. That means I don't think he's funny. But when I made that post, someone got offended, and they let me know that Jeff is hilarious, and he's paid his dues. Yes, he has paid his dues, and that's why he's where he's at. That don't mean he's fucking funny. I didn't think Ralphie May was funny. There's an asterisk on that. I thought Ralphie May was a funny person. I would listen to his interviews because he was funny. I didn't like his stand-up. I tried. I watched most of his specials. I just don't find him funny. I don't think Larry the Cable Guy's funny. That shit got old. You know, evidently enough people found him funny. He made a good living doing it. So it's just my opinion. And it's just your opinion that he's hilarious. Or that he's funny, however you want to word it. So I'm offended for somebody to tell me I'm wrong. See, if they had responded and said, well, I think he's hilarious, that I wouldn't even thought twice about it. Okay. You can think he's hilarious. I mean, my all-time favorite comic, Robert Schimmel. Hands down, loved the guy. I'm sure not everybody loved him. Richard Pryor, Steve Martin, huge influences on me. Love those guys. Not everybody did. Not everybody finds them funny. I think Pauly Shore is hilarious. A lot of people don't like Pauly Shore. I really want to meet him and work him. He's the #1 guy on my list of comedians that I'd like to work with or perform with. I want to meet Dave Grohl. A lot of people don't like Dave Grohl. I don't know why. Seems like a super cool dude. Does that mean I like everything he says? No. Does it mean I like everything Pauly Shore says? No. I got like 10,000 thoughts coming to my head. But it's okay to be offended, but you don't have the right to tell me that I can't watch something, or I can't say something, or I can't listen to something. I'm sure there's shit you watch and listen to that I don't fucking like either. I don't like Sesame Street. I don't like Franklin, that little cartoon that so many people like to let their kids watch. I don't think it's a good message. There's just a lot of shit out there that offends me, but I don't think about it. I think that's another problem is people act just like because they're offended, it's something devastating. It's not. Be offended and move on. You're going to wake up in the morning. It's not going to change anything. And whoever it is that offends you, they don't give two shits less about what you think. They're not going to change for you. Wow, I'm already up to 13 minutes. God damn, time flies. And I know I'm all jumbled up and shit. Maybe I should write these down, but then I'll sound like I'm reading, and that's not what this is about. This is just raw, right off the cuff. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, who knows. But at least you know I'm not making this shit up. It's honestly how I feel. So, I guess what I'm saying is, it's okay to be offended. But it doesn't give you the right to tell me I should be offended too. I don't give two shits less what you think or what offends you. Just like you probably don't give two shits less about what offends me. And that's okay. We're different people. It doesn't affect my life. Shouldn't affect your life either. So people need to just settle down. Let shit go. Quit dwelling on shit that doesn't matter. Concentrate on the shit that does matter. Our country is going down the shitter quick. And everybody keeps, well, how do we get there? Because you're focusing on the wrong shit. You know, every day I try my best to make people laugh. And I do make a lot of people laugh. I probably piss off a lot of people. And that's okay too. That's not my intent. I never set out to piss anybody off. I try to spread laughter and I try to be positive. Every day. So, I'm sure this video will offend some. Probably not any of the few people that watch, but so as I keep saying, if you like it, hit the like button. If you dislike it, don't be afraid to hit the dislike button. Hit the dislike button. If you don't like this, leave me a negative comment. If you like it, leave a positive one. If you got some suggestions for shit you'd like to hear about or what I think about it, Leave me a comment. Send me a message. Do something. But most importantly, subscribe. Because if I don't start getting some new subscribers pretty soon, I might actually consider stopping to do this. Because this will be my third full-fledged attempt at doing these. And I know I've always said I'll keep doing it as long as at least one person's watching. But you know what? I could send one person a fucking message. So, do something. Give me some sort of response. Until next time, remember, it's okay to be offended. Other than like-minded people like you, nobody gives a shit. And it's not hurting you. It's not going to change your life. It's not going to cause the end of the world. So, until next time, peace.